Hey, Rose. How are you doing this evening? Hey, T-Town. Great premiere. Hey, JJ. Hey, LVJD. Hey, Granny. I'm good. A little tired. Got to work again tonight. I got up this morning. We're so short-handed that I've got a deadline to make on this job I'm on. And so I got up this morning. What was it, about 2 o'clock, 2:30, made another video for this week. Hey, Straight Up Slots. We got to work at, what was it, 5 o'clock. Hi, Lori. And worked till 2:30. Went home, took about a 2-hour nap. So I'm here at work. I'm going to work probably going around 8 o'clock and work till 2:30 tomorrow so I can get this deadline made. Had to stop and get me some food, you know. Slots, food, that's my life. And work. Hi, Jazzy J. Hey, Warren. Yeah, so it'll be a long night for sure. Yeah, so from what it probably 8 till at least 2:30 tomorrow, and I should be able to make my deadline. I know, I'm a smoker. I can't help it. It's like smoke breaks with Jay Real when he goes live. Me? Oh, no. I'm working. I worked this morning from 6 to 2:30. I put in 8 hours, a little over 8 actually, so I didn't take a lunch. Went home and took a 2-hour nap. So I'll go in at 8 o'clock here in about 45 minutes or so. And then I'll work till 2:30 tomorrow afternoon. So and then I'll go home and sleep and do it all over again if I have to. I mean, there have been some amazing videos lately. Lori Luckbox, you know, that's why they call her Luckbox, has been on fire, hasn't she? So for those of you who know about the hopefully upcoming Midwest Slot Fest, I spoke with Karen in person last week. She's all for it. But when you get, you know, we talked about, you know, how many channels would be recording. And I told her, you know, whatever she'd be comfortable with. I'd like to try maybe 10 channels to be there. Hey, Darlene. And so she's okay with 10. So with the help of Granny, I've got a bunch of information to put together for it, what it's going to entail. So it looks like the first time she's good with 10, but she still has to take it up to the chain of command, I guess. You know, it's got to go higher than her to get approval to have that many people recording, you know, for 3 or 4 days. But like I said, Granny is working, helping me out on this because, like I said, she just did something similar. So you're welcome, Lori. I don't know if you guys saw my live stream Saturday, the first one from Bollies of KC. And I recorded for a couple hours before to try to get some footage, and the luck was just off. I mean, 100 in, no bonuses or nothing really to speak of. Hey, Courtney, I saw your post today on the book face. Are you headed back to Vegas? Oh, T-Town, it'd be a blast. There is so much to do in Kansas City besides just the casinos. Of course, you know, me, food. There's barbecue. I mean, we're known for it. There's a lot of museums. There's some nightclubs and stuff like that. I haven't been to one in forever. I don't know where they're at anymore, but so back to Vegas on Friday morning. Does your mom and dad know about this? Hey, Lolo. Just gonna say hi before I go back to work. Yes, I worked 8 hours this morning from 6 to 2:30. Went home, took a 2-hour nap, and now I'm gonna work from 8 to probably 2:30 tomorrow afternoon. But yeah, I just want to, you know, visit with you guys for a while because when I play the slots, it's kind of hard to keep up with the chat and talk to everybody. But yeah, you guys are putting out some amazing channels. I know, Lolo. I hear that a lot, but I mean, if I don't work, then I'm just going to sit in front of the TV. Yeah, so I got off at a little after 2:30. Got home. The wife works from home, so Teresa does. Hey, slidey math teacher. So she's been in meetings all day at work. So I snuck in at one of her meetings, gave her a kiss, and I went and laid down and went to bed. And of course, she got off of her job and went to her part-time job, which is coaching gymnastics. This is actually her last year coaching. She's sad about it because she coaches the younger kids because she says she's too old to coach the upper level kids. So like I said, she's happy about it because like I said, she works her full-time job. She works for an insurance company, and I guess it's quality insurance. I don't know, assurance or no quality control is what she does for an insurance company. So if you call into your insurance company and you got questions or whatever, the person that answers that phone, those calls are monitored by her and some other people to make sure they're following the rules because there's so much legal involved. Hey, Dice Sniper. She actually is licensed to sell insurance in like 9 or 10 or some different states because she has to be because of the laws to do her job. And then she coaches part-time, so we'll get her to slow down first. I know Dice is here. I thought maybe I didn't see if he showed up in the chat when that comeback happened on Saturday, but I couldn't win nothing, just a little bit here and there. Oh, no problem, Terry. It was a blast. I mean, I spent a couple, $200 or $300. I finally recorded video poker and a little bit of Keno, which I do play. But I just couldn't win. As soon as the live stream came, the luck was not there yet. And then I took $40 to Wild Nugget, and I watched the replay of that section at the Wild Nugget, and it was down to like less than $3, like 280 or 90 or something, and a few nice hits here and there, and then bam, up to 500, and we played for a little bit longer. But yeah, the construction has started. I don't know if you've been back in a while, Terry, but they've actually got the upper level. They put slot machines up there to help with the construction inside they're doing, so it's not taking away from the slot machines. But yeah, they've got I didn't know this during the live stream because I really didn't walk around. I had an idea of what I wanted to play for the upcoming videos, and they have Dancing Drum Prosperity. They also have Five Dragons Explosion. So they've gotten some of the newer slots, and they're actually one of the first ones to get like Buffalo Link and stuff like that. Yeah, you guys, like I said, it's work is crazy right now. Is sleep? Who needs it? It's like being in Vegas, but with all the fun and gambling. It's just nobody sleeps while in Vegas. Yeah, the Bollies, they have got so much going on right now. The outside, you can see all the construction, what they plan on doing. Straight up slots, I am an electrician. I didn't know what I wanted to do when I grew up, so I've done a little bit of everything. We grew up, my mom was a single parent. She was married twice. So when we were kids, I don't know, my brother, I was still a baby actually when she divorced my biological dad. My mom didn't have a driver's license until she was like 23. So she walked us kids everywhere. She'd get up in the morning, get us kids ready, walk us to the babysitters, go to work, and then walk home. And then the days if it rained or something, she might get a ride. But yeah, so that's where blue collar came from, is watching my mom work. She worked, excuse me, a full-time job, and then she did the books for a convenience store back home. Rose is such a good paying job and such a good career that it's awesome. I mean, right now it's still shorthanded because nobody wants to work. It is so. You see, I'm what's called an inside wireman, and we don't wear the slacks in the stores, and you have low voltage. Who's the people you see in slacks? Those are low voltage guy. They just pull data cables, phones, stuff like that. But yeah, so electrician is what I do. I got a late start in it. I've been doing it here in Kansas City now for what is it going 8 or 9 years. So when I got into the pre-apprenticeship program. It was a CW. MJ, I thought I saw you in here, but I wasn't sure. And if you guys have not watched the any of T-Town's live streams from Vegas, you have to watch the one where they went on the boat ride or the gondola or whatever it's called. They ended up going through the baby making tunnel, and next thing you know, we're walking to CVS. And I fell out of the boat, and nobody knew how to swim. But yeah. I sat at Moolah for 8 hours. Oh my God, Lori, you and that cow, you and Wayne, I tell you what, Wayne would give me so much crap because I've never seen it, and I have wasted so much money on chasing that dang cow, the unicow. I just can't. They have it there at Bally's, and then they have the regular Moolah at Maristar. So I've tried a few times there at Bally's, and I've given it $200, and I just can't. It is, Lori. You and the cow, and I told you and Wayne in your videos, I just couldn't, because all it did was frustrate me so much more that I could drop $500 in it and still couldn't do anything. I get a bonus here and there. I think my biggest bonus on that on a max bet was maybe 80 or 90 bucks. We'll do that straight up. As far as the Midwest Slot Fest, like I said, it's just we're going to get all this together because Granny just went through it. What the El Cortez offered her and Dice, as far as their get together. So like I said, we're going to try and limit it to 10 channels, and then any of the viewers or subscribers that come in. Did he really? Are you serious, Terry? Tell Nate to go away. Now I'm going to have to try it again. Yeah, so like I said, we're going to try to limit to 10 channels. I've had some people that have reached out already, so I have to get back through my list when I have a chance. You've seen it 3 times, Lolo? Ooh, that chat went by faster for a second. I've talked nice to the unicow, then I get mad. Man, everybody's had the unicow but me. Yes, it is Missouri. And see, that's funny is that we were whose live was tonight in not Slot Sister, but one of the other Slot Sisters was live from Vegas, and we were talking about that. I got an offer from Hard Rock of Biloxi, which is apparently a Bally's owned casino. Granny hasn't had it. Granny, you've had a maxed out major. I mean, I've tried to channel my inner Granny on the maxed out major and the back game with Lolo and Rose. I think it's only in certain machines in certain places. Yeah, because I've never seen it even on the screen itself, because I would freak out even if I didn't get it. Yeah, the Unical, I think, if we talk about bucket list, of course, the grand of on any game would be on the bucket list. But Wild Wild Nugget, as you can see, is one of my favorites, and Wild Wild Samurai. I have yet to get a hand pay on those. Yeah, Rose, she does have the moo effect. So, and the Unical. And like I said, I blame it on Lori and Wayne is because they always seem to catch that stupid Unical. And then it came out with that new version, which, I don't think we'll ever see it here in the Midwest because it's just so far behind on the slots. I mean, um, we haven't seen, let's see, we have Ameristar, Volleys, Hollywood Casino, Argosy, four. Is that right? Ameristar, Volleys, Harris, Argosy, Hollywood, and 7th Street Casino. We have six casinos here, and I haven't been to 7th Street Casino. Any of you watch? Yeah, that's the other one I was missing, Terry, was Harris. I fired them a long time ago. If you've ever watched SG Guy, he's actually been to 7th Street Casino. It's in a questionable part of town and in a church. All slots, no tables. One of these days, and I won't go, one of these days I just need to go down and check it out. So like I said, I've been to all of them. Yeah, because yeah, we just get the leftovers, Granny. That's it. Well, like I said, I had what was it? Argosy has All Aboard. That's probably the newest one there that we see everybody else playing. Oh, I know, straight up. I know. That's not a place that I'd like to go late, anyways. Um, I haven't been to Hollywood, in a few months. Um, like I said, we're just so behind. I mean, you would think that one of the casinos would have Huff and Puff or Sweet Tweet, and things like that. But like I said, I haven't seen them. And I try and keep up with people that I know around here in Kansas City that go to these other casinos. I'm sure you guys all know Ben. He goes from casino to casino sometimes, and he'll let me know when they have something new, and vice versa. But yeah, it's hillbilly folks. Hey, Rose, we make our own moonshine. At least me and my friends do. And Dice has got that beard. We just need to get him a straw hat, and he could look like somebody out of the hills. But yeah, like I said, Slot Fest, Midwest Slot Fest. Like I said, I've got permission at Ameristar. Right now at Bally's, I've got Granny and myself. We're trying to get them into the swing of it. We're gonna try and take it slow. Let's see, what did Straight Up say? We went there the first time. We went when I got a hand pay on Neptune's Gold and was getting proposition. Oh, I'm working on that, Lolo. I don't know when I'm gonna do this, but I still got, I don't know, 12 rows of sweet corn that we got to go pick out in the field behind us, and get it picked, get it dried up, and ground into cornmeal so we can use it for the mash. Folks are from LA and not near New Orleans. We almost went to New Orleans on our vacation, but Yeah, we have, what was it, 9 states, 9 days, 2,450 miles. But yeah, so like I said, who knows, but maybe by time next year rolls around, we'll maybe have 2 casinos that will let us record, more than just myself and Gambling Granny. Because like I said, I didn't want to overwhelm Bollies with, trying to get, and it's new to them too, as far as their organization. Same thing with Ameristar. It's still pretty new. There's only a few places that have allowed recording. I did help a very large channel several years ago when I first approached the local casinos in Kansas City about permission to record. It wasn't for me to start a channel. It was more about getting big channels to come to Kansas City. So I still can't believe Courtney's going back to Vegas, and I can't get to go once. Yeah, the sad thing is about Granny Fest is Teresa and I, we have what is it called? Credits with Delta to fly to Vegas, but with my work, it just was no way. Oh, well, I tell you what, Rose, it will definitely lay you out. A friend of ours, Kelly, he has been experimenting for years. He has one that tastes like root beer, and I mean it tastes like root beer. And don't mess around with it, because you'll sit there and just sip on it or whatever, and all of a sudden you go to stand up and then you fall down. Yeah, straight up sauce. As far as I know, they are going to stay up through the construction. What it is they're doing a shell. So the original steamboat is going to stay there, and they're going to build around it. Is my understanding from talking to the people there at Bollies. So, Granny, they have several banquet rooms. Ameristar, when it first came out, back in the days, and this is just some my studies, trying to figure out, about the history of the casinos here. They have several banquet rooms. Ameristar has a cinema. You can go watch movies. So you come here to play, you can not gamble. You can go and watch the latest movies out. And of course, they do live concerts. They have their own, concert venue place. But yeah, like I said, they have got several meeting rooms. Oh yeah, it's root beer. They had the black licorice. I didn't like it. I'm not a black licorice fan. And of course, the old famous apple pie. The apple pie is probably the worst because you don't taste the moonshine at all. So normally when we distill, it comes out about 180 proof, and then we'll cut that. Yeah, 180 proof. It's yeah. Actually, that weekend we had that party, there was some 180 proof that had been sitting for a couple of years. It wasn't like harsh, but we got into that. But yeah, so like I said, banquet room's not a problem. We just need to come up with a date and time, and we have to watch what's going on in Kansas City, because Kansas City has quite a few venues itself, of course. If we do it, mid-year, August, July, something like that, you'll have that Midwest heat and the humidity. So we'll just be staying inside anyways. Who cares? But yeah, so hopefully by the time this comes around, we can get Bollies on board to letting, maybe more channels go over and record, to play the different slots. Because like I said, I love Ameristar. If they had every slot that I ever wanted to play, I'd never go anywhere else. But because like I said, it is the largest gaming floor in Kansas City, and you don't realize how big it is until you go to some of the other casinos, and then you go back and you realize it. Like Bally's, when you, and I've got video before I went and did recording of Bally's, and I'll try and get that up maybe next week, hopefully, get some of that posted. But you just don't realize how big it is. And those of you who've been to Ameristar realize that when it opened up, that front, the upper deck, where I call the graveyard, there is so much unused space at this time that, they could hold poker tournaments. They have their own poker room too, but so much room for there. And hopefully one of these days it'll get back to where it was years and years ago, because there actually used to be another casino here in Kansas City. The building's still there and you see it when you drive by it, but I love going to Branson and tasting the moonshine at the mall. Best part about it, Branson. Oh, T-Town, you guys get down here. This last batch, last year, when we're not supposed to be gathering, we were gathering in the shop. There were 3 moonshine stills running inside a shop. You want to talk about a ticking time bomb. And Kelly and his wife, Wendy, they made a raspberry wine, and it is actually pretty good. I've had it. I'm not a wine person. I'm not a fruity person, I should say. Yeah, Lori, they have an awesome poker room, and they have an area that's just nothing but table games. And right now it's just been using as an assembly for assembling slots or whatever as they come in. But yeah, I think they ended up with 70 some bottles of this raspberry wine. And the longer it sits, the better it gets. Got hiccups. But yeah, so as far as me getting back to the casino and going live, Ameristar KC is awesome. We hope to go over there at the end of the month. I should get ready to say that, Granny. It's like we have ESPN. I know that's a sports channel, but I don't have cable either. So hopefully, my deadline to turn this back section of this building over is Friday. And then Sunday, we're going to, Teresa and I got tickets to the Osawatomie. I don't know how to pronounce. I can't do it. Osawich tour. It's only in 2 cities. Hey, Kissy Cat. It's only in 2 cities in the United States. And it's about the Holocaust. So I love history. If you guys ever watch Cyprus Insight with George and Sue over in Cyprus, they do more than just the pretty beaches that people see. He takes us to the old parts of Cyprus, and I just love the history. Ben, what is up? Your ears must have been burning. We're just chatting before work. I put in my 8 hours this morning, Ben, and now I'm going to work from probably 8 till 2:30 tomorrow afternoon, unless I can get done sooner. They sent me a guy to help me today, and I didn't know they were sending somebody they're going to try, they said, and he showed up about 8 o'clock, and he looked like warmed over death. So I let him work for a little bit, and about 10 o'clock, he said, yeah, I'm not feeling good. He came outside to puke, and then I said, you're out of here. Go to CVS, go to one of them places and get a Rona test, and then let me know when you have the results. So I just got to pick up the slack. So yeah, as far as my next visit in live, Granny and Dice is supposed to be coming down. Yeah, I get help, and I just wasn't going to let him stay here and work sick. So I'll just pick up the slack and deal with the percussions later. I'll sleep on my way home when I'm driving. So hopefully, speaking with Granny and Dice, they're going to be here at the end of this month, beginning of next month. I'm trying to talk Teresa into doing the live stream with me. So instead of doing early morning, we can do an evening one, where, if she'll won't be on camera, but she could play and she won't talk to you guys because, just her. She's a hoity-toity. I'm just kidding you. she's just not one for the camera. But so, because like if you watch Granny's Life, she come to Kansas City, it's so busy that to get on any of the newer slots or stuff like that, you've gotta fight for them. But so hopefully, if she's for it, then what I'll do is I'll start the live stream at one machine. She'll go find one that she wants to play, and then she can message me. And then when I've played a little bit, then I'll go find her, get the camera set up for her, and let her play. And while she's playing, I will go find another machine I want to play, and so on and so forth. But I've got to talk her into it. She said she'll think about it. Uh-oh. At T-Town Gambler. Live poker, that's my game. I just played slots when the poker shut down. Yeah, I love poker. Like I said, when it shut down, poker, blackjack, and even like video poker and Keno. Because those of you who I think 99% of you in here are slot channels realize just how hard it is to sit down in front of a machine and record. Whether you try and record the whole session and edit out just to, the exciting parts or whatever. But when you sit there and play video poker, it's a little more relaxing because, like I said, I don't know why I don't record it and post some of it, but I actually, like I said, this Bali trip, I sat down, did some Keno, and I did some poker, which I haven't done in forever. Oh, Ben. Should have known that was going to come from you. Casey Cat playing Keno. Jim Serta has a good channel. I'm trying to learn. Yeah, Casey Cat, he is another good channel. I was actually learning from Wayne. And like I said, so it's I know that it's not hard. You just pick the numbers you think are lucky. And it's funny because I watch T-Town After Dark with Blue Collar and Ben. I'm telling you what, yeah, Oklahoma. Yeah, because it's funny. I was getting ready to say, because when you watch Keno channels, they have like you got a stamp and a postcard. And every time I hear that, I think of T-Town and her nine liners and Casanova, with the red screens. I had a double postage stamp with a taco on top, and then I had a cheese nachos with a vanilla cone on top, and then I won a bunch of money. Lolo, she says, "Hey, Ben Gillette. Hey, girl." But yeah, I would actually, if work ever slows down, I want to try and make it to some other casinos, where you other got the other channels report at, as far as where I go and where I play and stuff like that. Yeah. You thought you smelled pickles? You're funny, Ben. Yeah. Been to WinStar. They have sent me free play. It's bug landed on my head. Yeah. I can't remember. Is it Oklahoma that has the largest casino in the world? Anyone? Bueller? Hey, Melba. We're just visiting before I go to work. I haven't been able to go live as much as I'd like to. And like I said, I started this morning at 6 to 2:30 this morning, and I'm going to work probably 8 o'clock to hopefully, not 2:30 in the afternoon. Maybe I can get done sooner, but is it WinStar? Yeah. WinStar Durand is huge too. Yeah, like I said, I've watched you guys, and some of you guys pan these casinos, and I'm like, is there an end to this thing? Is it just never ending, or what? WinStar is the largest. That's what I thought, JJ. Okay, it is Oklahoma. Okay. Stacy did. Yeah, I seen that on that I seen that video where she hit that. That was crazy. I've already said the same thing, Lori, when she put it in that post that she loves pickles. I said, "Is there something we need to know? Are there going to be shotguns at this wedding?" And you're right, Rose. It's crazy how you go from the central states, you go west a little bit or south or east, and it's different. Um, the slots they have, what's available. All right, sounds good. Thanks. Uh, it's weird how that works, is because it's just you have class one, class two. Um, you know, oh my God, Lolo, you guys are killing me. So Lolo, does that mean you like pickled pig's feet? Because it's kind of like pickles in a jar. It's closed for business. Oh my goodness, I need to laugh. Jeez, can't get luck. What did I miss here? Anybody head to the casino this weekend or during the week? Never had them, Lolo? You probably wouldn't like them. It's a hillbilly thing. But yeah, so like a lot of my videos that I record are like at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, because I'll get up early and drink my pot of coffee, and then I go to the casino and record. And I seem to have a lot better luck in the morning. I think most a couple of my hand pays have come from in the morning. So what's the weirdest thing you guys have ever eaten or tried? I tried sushi, and I'm no thanks. Hey, New England slots, we're just sitting here visiting. No slots. Been so busy lately, it's been crazy. So I got my 8 hours in this morning, and I'm here at work. Gonna work from 10 or 8 o'clock tonight till 2:30 in the morning. Get this done. Shark fin, I've never had it. I've eaten gator. I like gator. I've had possum. It's not bad. Um, I've had raccoon. It's not bad. Um, Actually, raccoon's not really that good. I don't care how you cook it. Uh, Cow heart and cow tongue, that's really good. I think probably the weirdest thing, I don't know. I've eaten worms before. Yeah, you know. Escargot, no thanks. I'm not eating a snail. Yes, New England. It depends on the beaver you're talking about. Um, yeah, I've had some weird food. My time in the Marine Corps, I've eaten some things I probably should have never done, but been places I should have never been. But it's all about fun, right? Oh, I just can't do it. Isn't escargot, isn't that a snail? When it comes to food, I'm not very cultured. I like meat. I'm a meat-atarian. Steak, ribs, bacon, more bacon. Oh, Ben, you're cold. Hey, Scratch and Harmony, we're just visiting before I go into work again. I told the superintendent I'd come back around 8, so I had a little bit of time. Oh, I love bacon. And I love to make um, beer, pork belly burn ends. Oh, that is the best. I like to get a big old pork belly, get it seasoned up, inject it, let it brine for a day or so, cut it up, smoke it. Felt fancy. Like fancy like Applebee's on a date night. I do have fancy pants and a couple of fancy shirts. 2 for $20, T-Down. And you split the dessert. It is fancy where I come from, Kissy Cat. About the only time Teresa and I actually only eat out is when we go to the casino. We don't do a lot of that. I had a cowboy. Those are called at a cigar bar restaurant place inside Four Queens. Whoa! This past trip, they were amazing. Like if jalapeno peppers and corn fritters had a baby. Where do you guys come up with this? Speaking of another slot channel that has some great keno, Quick Hundy Slots just popped up. They got a new video out. Yeah, I'm not about the fancy. Like I said, I got a fair pair of fancy pants, and the only reason I have those is because I got married, so I had to have a pair of pants, and I have a fancy shirt because I got married, and I had to have a fancy shirt. Well, you guys, I got like 3 minutes to get to work. It's not like I got to go very far. I got to walk 10 steps to my job trailer, get my tools, and go in. So I'm going to get off of here. And like I said, hopefully Granny gets down here into this month or next month or something, and we'll party and see how much fun we can have, trouble we can get into. High school dates, yeah, at the Applebee's. Hey, Windy Frizzy. I can't even talk. Windy City. Frizzy's in the house. We're just chatting. This is probably one of those ones that people are going to watch and say, what in the world are these people talking about? Yeah, Granny, you're a troublemaker. I tell you what. All right, you guys, I'm going to get off here, get my booty to work. There's money to be made. But appreciate you guys being here. All your support. And we'll have to do this again because, like I said, when people go live or they do those kind of streams, it's kind of hard to chat with people. And that's what it's all about. So you guys have a great evening. And got another video coming out on Wednesday. And maybe before I go to bed tomorrow, I'll try and get one done for at least Thursday or Friday. So we'll catch you guys later. And we'll keep you up to date on Midwest Slot Fest as it comes around. See you guys.